Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you as you watch this. It's 6:41 right now, which means it's evening here in Indiana. And I welcome you to the show. Now, why do I welcome you to the show? What do you want me to say? I'm bored. I don't have anything else to do. Wrong, mister. I have plenty other things to do. I can't tell you what they are. A lot of them are pornographic, but I'm kidding. Anyway, there are. See, I love movies for one. Um, so you should be aware of that. However, however, this being the time to celebrate. Let's see what holiday is coming up next. Labor Day, I think. At the beginning of fall, and Halloween is also going to be approaching rapidly. Um, so this show is to welcome you to the season because I love all holidays. Even my birthday is a holiday. Hey, it's happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Which, if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. So, ta-da! That went over well. Yes, it did, Bob. Bullshit. He's that went over horribly, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Scott. For what? I'm kidding, Scott. Did you almost call me a bitch? Yes. Kinda in a way, yes. It's okay, buddy. I don't care. Call me a bitch. I dare you. Bitch! Thank you. You wrecked them. On a 'tis the season holiday, 'tis the season for the holidays, debut and beyond, which I think 'tis the season for the holidays on air with Scott. Eat, drink, and be merry, and enjoy the show. Which you should all eat, drink something, be it water, Coca-Cola, coffee, tea, herbal coffee, whatever you're down with as far as drinks. I'm not an alcohol drinker except for those occasions where I have a cold. If you're watching, you'll see me take that cup that they have. NyQuil? Yes. I drink some of that. Ooh. Drunk on NyQuil, I see. No, I not enough to get drunk. Just enough to help me. Just the normal amount. Just a couple. Right. Bitch. I mean, Bob, somebody tell you it was all right for you to call me a bitch, they lied to your ass. That's not nice. I mean, Bob, what? You almost called me a bitch again. I know, isn't it amazing? Um, at some point, now, okay. Here's what's going on. I love holidays, okay? The voices that you hear I are voices that I've used to make audio cassettes. And I made audio cassettes way back when I received my first tape recorder in 1976 for Christmas in this house. This was my grandparents' house on my mother's side. George Thomas Dew and Marie Stella Dew were married. Obviously, they fucked or they wouldn't have had kids. Did you have to say that? Yeah, I kind of did. Although I think that should be obvious there. Um, grandma could not carry boys. She had a couple of miscarriages. So and they were boys. Um, but later, Aunt Alice was born first. I don't know what year. But there were 17 and a half years between my Aunt Alice and my mother, who was born in 1944 on June 7th. Here, I'll read this. Hear the wind and think of me. In your heart, I'll always be. In loving memory of Diana, mother, 1944 through December or 2015. I almost said December 1964, which would be the year I was born. On the 21st of December. But anyway, this Deb got me that it's a wind chime. But I went in here so I can show you, and I can do this every day. So you know when I do that, I'm thinking of my mother. I love you, Mom. I miss you, Mom. Deb misses you, my wife, Deborah Ann Roadcap. RODECAP. RODECAP. And there are people who actually have the last name Roadcap and spell it ROADCAP. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Really. But Rodecap is my name. I was born Kenneth Scott Nunn, Nunn. Okay. Now, my father has passed 2003. I don't remember what month. I was in Arizona when he passed, and could not get home in time to go to his funeral. So, just I thought of him for a few days, and I dealt with it, So anyway, I was born Kenneth Scott Nunn. Now, this was my mother's second marriage to the man, and again, it didn't work out because of me. I'm not going to tell you what happened because that's for another show. I can do that on another show. Funky stuff or Scott's Playground is on air. I'm not going to do it on 'Tis the Season for the Holidays. On air with Scott. Eat, drink, and be merry. Enjoy the show. Please. Really, Ronald Reagan? You have to say please like that? Please enjoy the show. Is that better? Pretty please with sugar on top? No. Pretty please with pussy on top. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you like it? Hairy, trimmed, or bald? As long as it's pussy, I'm good either way. Doesn't matter to me. I'm good. Anyway, Bob, how about you? Hairy, but I'll take it trimmed or bald if I have to. Shit. I'm picky, but I'm not that picky. Shit. I'm more picky about the hammer I use. Okay, well, more picky about the hammer you use. Would you like to give me an example? No, I would not. I don't have one. I just I don't even use a hammer that much. I'm just saying. Deal with it. I suppose. And I'll have some more coffee here. Well, I'll be damned. Bye. God, Satan, Santa, Napoleon, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. I'm just saying, just anyone who wants to I'll be George Washington. Damn. Ah, that was funny. I like that. Thank you. Me too. Now, seeing as this is the last of the coffee, I will, and I'm going to have some Ticino tomorrow. So I'm trying to go caffeine free as much as I can, but I kind of have to wait till more money comes in. And I do have some caffeine free teas from Celestial Seasoning, herbal teas that are caffeine free, um, herbal coffee from Ticino, Teeccino. Um, now, I suppose I could. Well, okay, yeah, I was in the process of telling you about my names. I was born Kenneth Scott Nunn. My mother always called me Scott. My grandma called me Scotty. So I'm good. You want to call me by my middle name? That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I do care that everywhere I get, even just when I have to write, I usually online for the first name I put Scott. That's what I go by. That's my legal name. It's Kenneth Scott Roadcap, sure, but I've gone by Scott, and that's part of my name. Why can't it be legal? What? That's an illegal name? Oh shit! I'm in trouble. I should go to jail. Wrong, Mister. I don't think so. Homeboy, listen here. To what? Anyway, then my mother, because I told you that my mother's second marriage to my dad didn't work. Um, she then met Stephen Patrick Roadcap, who goes by Steve. Um, she married him, and when I was 7 years old, I don't know what month. I suppose I could ask. Give me just a moment. No. On let's do this on. I know you said that you adopted me when I was 7 years old, but can you tell me what month that was? Please and thank you. So, okay. Um, anyway, so he adopted me, and my name then became Kenneth Scott Roadcap. Okay, now let's do yourself a favor. Let's take road, that road out of cap, road cap, and put road in a sentence. Okay. Scott rode his bike today. Now, how would you spell that road, just in general? RODE, because I'm riding a bike. And if it's past tense, you would say he rode his bike today. Not that he, oh, he's out riding his bike. That's why he's not here. No. Scott rode his bike today. So let's take that rode out of the sentence. Put a cap on it. Road cap. Pretty fucking easy, isn't it? Neat how that works. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm so glad because I had I had been I was going to say something. Now I don't remember what it was. But we can all eat, drink, and be merry on any. What do we usually do on holidays? We eat. We drink. Not necessarily alcoholic beverages. Some people do that, later in the day, because it's not a good idea to do that in the morning. You could become an alcoholic like that. But just I want to leave alcohol out. I did my drinking back in 88 to I don't remember when I started, like May of 88 to January of 1990. I've been drunk a total of 4 times. And I decided, hold on, let me have a drink. Coca-Cola is good and cold. Like I said, I've been drunk a total of 4 times. I decided on my own. I didn't talk to anyone about this. I didn't. I went out to drink generally every other weekend or whatever. Sometimes we'd go to a bar, but most of the time we went to Holiday Inn. Okay, and sometimes we stayed all night, and sometimes we were just there for a couple of hours. And most of the time, I would just like have a strawberry daiquiri or whatever, or Sex on the Beach, which was like peach, and I enjoy that. Um, the last time I was drunk, I was with two friends of mine, and we were at Sheridan Inn, which Holiday Inn and Sheridan Inn are no longer in the city. They've been replaced. Holiday Inn um, is now a car dealership. I don't remember which one. Honda, I think, but Tom Wood Honda or something like that. Um, anyway, it's just nice to know that he cared enough to adopt me. Marriage didn't work again, but I gained a sister, Chasey Carol, and a brother named Stephen Brett. Now he went by Brett for a while. I remember him going by Brett because hey Brett, how you doing, Brett? Want to go out riding their bike, Brett? Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. Whatever's going on. But now he's most people that know him in either Wisconsin or Kansas, where he lives now, people call him Steve. Family members here in Indiana call him Brett. We never got over the other part. Just I was, when he did that, I was like, why are you doing that? Just I want to call you Brett. And he was nice enough to let everybody in the family know. Just I know I want to be called Steve by my friends, but you and the family can call me Brett if you so choose to. I would rather you call me Steve, but if you want to call me Brett, I'll allow it. And that was fine. So, hey, Brett, how you doing, Brett? Hey, Brett, what's going on? Let's hang out, Brett. Anyway, so anyway, but that marriage didn't work out for my mother, and she met someone else, Ronald Lynn Mabry. Lynn, I don't know why Lynn. That was my mother's name as well, Lynn. Anyway, cold chill. Slight cold chill. Like, so, not like I'm just and on the floor trying to get rid of it. It was just a small one. Um. Anyway. And Ron had or has 3 daughters. Well, Gwen died. The middle daughter died earlier this year, in fact, and we don't know why, but whatever. We may never know the exact reason, but anyway, um, I've just always gone by Scott, and like if I meet someone new today and said, "What's your name?" and I said Ken. Well, it's nice to meet you, Ken. Actually, I go by Scott. Really? Anyway, it's regardless of what holiday it is, the New Year, Easter, I would say Valentine's Day, but um, a lot of a lot of women like to receive chocolate on that day in some kind of candy form. So whatever. So I don't really consider that eating a meal. Although I do ha- have to clarify this on. Let me just say it right now. On Halloween, every little kid who goes out to get candy from wherever, when they get home, they eat a lot of candy. And the the bag of candy treats, whatever, lasts a few weeks or whatever, and just oh, it was so good. But that night, any every kid that went out to get candy, if he does not consider that a meal on Halloween, something is wrong. And he shouldn't have candy. I'm just saying. Anyway, uh, that's a joke. Sorry. Um, but anyway, the New Year, Easter. Um, uh, the uh, the day before Memorial Day, a lot of us here that live in Indianapolis, Indiana, um, go to the Indianapolis 500 Speedway or the Indianapolis Speedway, and they have the Indianapolis 500. And they also have another Brickyard 400 later in the year. So that's two races, and I'm sure they have other races throughout they're not talked about, and we don't see commercials about them or whatever. But they may be televised on some other channel like ESPN or something else that runs FS1, Fox Sports 1, 2, 3, whatever. ESPN 1, 2, or 3, or ESPN U. I don't know what the U stands for, but I think it's university, but I can't say that with all certainty that that's exactly what it is. But anyway, and there's some other CBS that has their own sports channel and everything, so it could be on there. The point is they have other races throughout the year that are not publicly televised that I'm aware of and talked about. It's just the Indianapolis 500 and then the Brickyard 400. Now, it is so Memorial Day or the day before. We a lot of eating, eating out, a lot of cookouts, listening to the race on the radio. You can do that. That's been done for years. When my mother was married to Ron, um, um, I don't know what I was going to say now. um, the coffee's done. That's the end of the coffee. Till tomorrow, I'll make more. For Deb, I'll make me some Ticino. Anyway, we eat, and when I remember now when Mom was married to Ron, we would go over to Ronnie and Patty. I don't remember their last name, but it was somewhere here in Anderson. Couldn't tell you exactly where, but we would have a cookout on that day, and we would listen to people would listen to the race on the radio. And we eat food, do this and do that. And 4th of July, get together again. And we have, when it gets dark, we would, light fireworks in the backyard and everything. And sparklers and a few other things that they had at the time. This was sometime in the 80s or early 90s. Okay. So I've already talked about Halloween. Thanksgiving. I'm sure you're looking forward to the meal you'll have with your family on Thanksgiving. Even now, you can, just think about what you want to deal with it. Christmas, and that's usually the end of. I mean, other than the last day of the year, was people are always out drinking at that point. Just it's not about alcohol to me. It's about bringing in the new year with with friends and family, and just now it's just me and Deb. Most of my family is not here anymore. Actually, my sister lives in Anderson slash Alexandria because she lives on Cataline Road. Okay. Um, but those are the holidays that, so eat, drink, and be merry on all those days, even on your birthday if you want to, because you're supposed to be eating and drinking and being merry on your birthday. You go out for a special dinner with family or friends, whatever. Um, so I'm going to leave it there. And thank you to Bob, Ronald Reagan, John Wayne, Carl. I don't suppose we heard from Gramps. Again, the end of the show. Really, Gramps? You're sorry? About what? Traffic was a bitch? Oh my. But you've been sitting here, Presley, right there the whole time. That's just what was in the script. Yeah, I know. Just I read it. Anyway,